conversation about that, like directly after we were talking about her. And I said, yo, I feel like every time you kind of pull back. And long story short, she kind of expressed it. She felt basically if she let go of herself to reach that point, it would possibly be
London's newest lot of wankers.
Enjoy it out of greater love, out of joy. Detaching from this man if he's not already providing that safety and security. And so it could be this disconnect and it can be taken and that
oh shit.
I've something I need you to do.
Future marriage, but in the fear of eventually. No, you're getting yourself into more trouble. It came up with the 7 things that make women increase their chances of marriage. All right, and it was like a scientific study they did by studying all these different things. And one of the things on that list. How you doing, Evie?
That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Women who tend to get married knew how to cut things off.
Don't let the side down.
Very well.
I've got a job for you.
Right, I'll follow you.
And knowing yourself enough, if you recognize this guy's not faithful,
That's easy for you to say.
then you should. Let's just say you give it a chance anyway. point. Whether that's sex,
Coming over
whether
and
that's
treating you a
giving
bloody
him
leg.
money, whether that's meeting his parents, if there's kids involved, if you know meeting kids is gonna get you stuck, don't get that far. I don't think you should get close to that line without making sure you don't cross it. And before you cross it, you have to say, okay, I'm at the breaking point. I know at this point I have to make a decision. Either I'm going to go all in, which you know is not the one for you, you shouldn't, or I'm going to recognize, accept what I already knew, let him go, move on. That would save a lot of heartache, a lot of stress, a lot of unnecessary relationships and situations.
Like, so Catherine, as you were talking, I was like, oh, we should all write this before we go on dates, before we start to date, because actually just knowing what that line is
You won't find better.
very powerful, and addressing it before you get to the line, because when you're at the line, you can maybe coax yourself, you can lie to yourself, you can give yourself reasons, why am I just going to put a toe over the line? Well, and then it's not really a toe, you're sprinting. So kind of like knowing what powerful. Like, is it the parents? Is it the kids? Is it the family? Like, I think that's so good. Is it posting on social media? All of these things. Definitely, yeah.
Because that's a good one too. Because some people feel trapped because now they presented this relationship to the world, and they're afraid of how it's going to look if now it's gone. So now they struggle with completely walking away from it. You know, so all of those things, you have to know yourself well enough to know what creates that dilemma in your life.
Yeah, I love that. And something you said earlier, actually, about just like being honest with yourself about wanting somebody. I think that's so powerful. The thing that I would say I've realized differently in my adulthood is you don't need a man. But man, if you want one, hell yeah. I used to feel like I needed my husband. And the biggest blessing during our marriage was that I realized I didn't need him. I want him. And I actually think that's way more powerful, that I'm now with him, not out of necessity, but out of desire. And so
Fuck. Oh, killed one.
somebody sitting there saying, oh my God, I need a man, you need to, I think, maybe identify what is that thing that's missing from your life that you need to maybe work on so that you're not looking externally. Whether it's to externally to a friend or to a partner or to a parent or to a boss, like I think it's always important to look internally. But to your point, if you want a partner, you shouldn't shy away from it. And the message of you don't need him, it's like, no, you don't need him. Say that. Yes, I want a relationship. Yes, I want a partner. That doesn't make you weak. That doesn't make you less than. That doesn't make you less than a woman. Like, own that shit. And I think that's powerful. So I'm really glad that you said that.
Absolutely. No, and I 100% agree. And like you said, like I've even said that to myself. Like for me as a spiritual man, the only thing I need is God. I need God, I need water, because I can't stay alive without water. I need oxygen,
I could use your help.
Like, we have to really understand what the word means. We cannot survive without this. We all can survive without a partner. We will all be fine at the end of it if a partner's not in our cards, so to speak. But yes, it doesn't mean we desire it. It doesn't mean that a partner can make a chance on life. It makes it even better. You know, but you want a foundation of peace and being happy with yourself before you think you need it from someone else. And now you take that responsibility on them rather than showing up wonderful person that can pour into them as they can pour into you.
I realized that in the reverse. So I realized I was turning to my husband anytime that I needed something for him to, quote unquote, come and save me. Like if I was having trouble on anything, I would turn to him. And it felt very comforting at the time. You don't actually realize you're doing it because my husband's so amazing, he would always show up for me. And then there was one moment where I had a massive health issue. And I couldn't get a hold of it. I was pulling, I couldn't get a hold of it.
Slow down.
And I'm actually massive stomach cramps. I'm holding my stomach on the floor. I'm like, I need my husband.
This just
He
will
wasn't
not
answering.
do.
And in that moment, I was like, all right, well, you're turning out. So you've got a choice here. You can stay on your knees, or you can realize you're the hero of your own life. get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was like, oh, yes, who are you, Angela? Get the F up. And because I told myself that, I got up, and that changed everything. That changed the way I saw myself, my own identity. And I was very open to my husband. I've been leaning on you for everything. And now I've actually realized there are things I can do for myself, but I know that I'm here for myself. And that doesn't mean I don't love you any less. That doesn't change my relationship with you. It's just I've realized I've put in the burden on you when actually I need to show up for myself. And that mentality in that relationship element then spilled into how I show up for my business, how I show up for my career, how I show up for my friends, how I show up for my family. It literally impacted everything. And so just by using the difference between the need and the want, I think is super powerful for women to be able to embrace and not shy away from the fact that maybe you want a relationship, and that's okay.
And I will say, because I think, the problem with these discussions in a general sense is that the words can get so tricky because we apply them differently. It's not the same thing with me right now. Said to me, so again, it's tricky because I guess I'm saying again, the needing is like you cannot and though he does know what you need in a general sense, it comes with a relationship. You know what I'm saying? He just knows he can align with you on this path. What's truly best for you. And because I do think that sometimes we get caught up in just the one aspect, but the one is based on and sometimes it's very limited. And I think wants are very fluid as well. Like what you want at 24 may not be what you want at 32, what you want at 38. Even as best for you. What is truly best for you as far as partner in a long-term relationship, always the same. It may not have been time to receive it at certain times. Decided to make me act like life is about these limiting mindsets that say, well, you can't do this, or this doesn't make sense, or they're going to lose you money for this. And as we evolve and we accept, no, wait a second, that's what I enjoy. That's what's good for my heart. This is how I operate. Once we accept it, now we come into the full fruition of our true self. And it's easier for us to now see we can live life with it.
I'm not going to change my life because I was instead of I really like that. I really do like that. It's such a beautiful way of putting it. And which will definitely cover it. Given the grace to see that no one needs help, right? The male side, the female side, all this communication. But then I'll give them absolutely mutual sense. I would be honestly heartbroken if we left this episode without talking about this, because I don't want us to put blinders on that isn't also true. And I think that's also another word women get blatantly lied to them. They say that maybe they said certain words, and maybe it was more than a one-night stand or just sex. They've been to their shoes. So I'd love to decide just go into the beginning of sex.
Not your ass, mate.
I'll smash your face in!
How you doing, Ethan? I took a shot at me once. Serves you right.
Again, I said, should again. So, situation where
What's that all about?
they're not trying to be. It is extremely second thing is that he doesn't respect your desire to make. So it's one thing. Let's say you're if he's all about sex, again, this guy or so there's gonna be some angle because they're gonna try to take it. You're not continue to actually make it. They're not gonna be hitting you with this. If you make it clear that sex is not. So I think that establishing that, seeing how they handle it, because again, the guy wants you to considerate, respectful, patient. Those guys, they don't have the patience for that because in their head, like, and it was because yeah, they can keep to you on their other people. Yes, but the chances that they will show up in other ways in that relationship.
Get back to work, or I'm not giving overnight. We'll see how much you enjoy that.
Every day, they have sex. So I think that how patient he is willing to be with it, and we'll mention it. Now, if you say that to him, he says, "Okay, cool, I respect that." And let's say it's a date night and you guys have sex. That's different because he was going to wait, but in the natural flow, things don't happen. Okay, so be it. Now, if he just someone else, and that's another thing. It's one thing for that man to verbally say, "I respect you."
Everything will be all right.
Thank you.
Because again, if he likes you too much, he doesn't know.
That's no supper for the lot of you. I did see.
So another one that I can mention
Like you could
I
idea.
think differently.
So again, it boils down to it's such a huge side of
Jane,
his
strange.
is sexual. Because if you're sexually, he doesn't know what to do.
Hang in there.
Are you working for Clara?
Yes, people are like, I ain't gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this.
You don't tell him. And I think you should tell him. You should tell him in advance because if you tell him, hey, I'm on my period this weekend or this week today, do you want me to come over? Don't say you want me to come over. Because again, as I
Hush
said
now.
earlier,
Don't worry.
What are you doing?
What do you think you're doing, Scofflaw?
Basically, mate, you do sound like, hey, then this is just sex. Like, you're always giving suspicion.
exactly. Yeah. Just saying, just in case it's an issue. Now, if he's like, you know what, let's just go see each other sometime. I'm going to need to mention this. Women are in a casual situation. That's why, you know, yes, if you guys are dating and you're trying to sit, yeah. If he doesn't want to see you when you're on it, let's say,
I'll give you a
and you get there,
Yeah, it's to me that maybe people finally get used to it.
You'll be all right.
What's going on?
Trust me.
Thanks for the help, lady.
Into the relationship.
exactly. Date really fast. Because again, it's more than that. So the fun thing with the serpent is, what does a serpent talk? And not only that, but why is the serpent? I still want to hang out with you. I still want to enjoy it. If we're being technical, there's still other sexual things that people are into anyway. But I think that that serious about you is gonna be.
Oh, that's terrible, that is.
He may be a little disappointed because he was looking forward to it happening, but he's not gonna be like, okay, get out. You know what I'm saying? They cut the day short. So definitely the pairing one is one. Another one to consider is just never mind to express intention. Again, this is the thing in society we need to accept that there are certain phrases of still want to hang out with you and enjoy you, yet still have no serious intention with you. That can happen, all right? But again, I think that those men will still express a very vague or lackadaisical approach to what we're doing here, all right? He's going to say, I'm looking for marriage, but with you, he's probably just trying to have fun. Women will say men don't want relationships or marriage because they're constantly hearing men say that. They don't realize that men won't say that to you if that's not his intention with you, because he doesn't want to be held to that standard. So essentially, if I go on a date with this woman, and I've already decided, remember I said earlier, they've already put you in the box. I already decided you're not the one I'm trying to marry. And you say, well, what are you looking for? If I say to you, I'm looking for a wife right now, you're going to hold me to the standard of serious, intentional dating that can lead to marriage, if that's what you desire. So if I don't want to be held to that, I have to hit you with the, I don't know, right now I'm just trying to live life, and I'm just trying to enjoy myself, see where things go. Again, vague. Because now you can't hold me to any specific expectation. And now if we move forward and sex happens, I never promised you anything. I never told you I wanted anything serious. I never told you I wanted a wife. So you can't be mad at me. And that's what typically happens. So anything that shows he's unwilling to give specific intentions, it's either he just wants to have sex, or again, he just doesn't want anything serious. So even if it's just enjoying you in pastime and free time, even if it doesn't get too sexual,
Yeah, that's so amazing because we do. I mean, I've said this before. We do interpret things in our own way, and so the one thing that is very that you've said is repeatedly. Actually, is like they'll tell you, like if they're interested, they'll basically say it, unless of course they're trying to just blatantly lie to you. But in saying like I don't necessarily want anything serious, there is that part of that we just hope maybe this is the thing. But I think actually it's just safeguard to go, take their word for it. Take their word that when they say they don't want anything, they actually don't want anything serious. Because and it's your visa. He didn't want anything serious because he just got out of a relationship where he was a little bit too committed. And so he wanted to get into basically this would be the best thing ever. Let's go on a vacation of one year on vacation. Really want to set up with the need of anything serious. Now, this money is that's paid, but it's really good. And then the next says that's what it is. That's an expectations. Started to build your intimacy with yourself, and then eventually we're like, wow. Neither of us expected this, but let's be honest, we're both feeling something we've never felt before.
So that's a perfect example of one of those exceptions. Anytime you have a connection, everything changes, right? Everything is and again, there's nothing we see something here, we want this, and I'm trying to play it. And I think when women hear this, I just want to understand this guys came in with the plan. You guys didn't look handle it playing right on that first day. That first day was a very day that I think you guys would already sense it. Like, wait a minute, this is different. Because you guys didn't really respect that first day. You guys made it.
Hey, I know you were in the middle of something, but I wonder if you just take a few seconds to pray with me. Thank you, Father, and Son, and Holy Spirit.
Just trying to examine, okay, what he's doing, and you're pulling for him in the first day. I think you in the first day, you guys get completely understood in that moment. Think here, and how to articulate it.
Lovely day.
Yeah, all the walls, you're right. Like, all the walls went out the window on that first day because I was so enamored by it. I'd never met a man like him. Like, there was no pretense, and I was so used to like trying to get the girl kind of world. And you had sensed it at that point, you know, like you kind of seen it. And he didn't do any of the typical trying to get the girl. He was so himself. He turned up like his wife was living in that room. Right? Even like, but it was the fact that he was him himself. I didn't know he was trying to play me. And in that, like, not seeing him played, I then became something that my guard down. And in that first day, it absolutely was magical. Like, it means there's something. And
here's my perspective. I believe that real love, real connection happens extremely fast. It's not instant. Okay? When you sit down with couples who all talk about having a very strong connection, they can tell you the first day, the first week, very fast, they felt something extremely strong. Now again, whether they moved into getting close in 3 months or something, that's different. Like how they manage it, very, but they felt it and knew immediately. I believe that when it takes time, sometimes that's not real love. To them. But it's not love. Why does love need time? And look at it from this perspective, because again, I'm a spiritual person. I believe love is an energy, it's a spirit, all right? If you look at it from a biblical perspective, they say God gave us a spirit of love. The spirit knows what it knows already. The spirit knows what's for us. It doesn't need much to figure it out. The problem is our minds catching up to our spirit. Us getting out of the way of our fears. In most cases, when it's really real, it's extremely intense initially, but we struggle with, okay, wait a minute, this is happening too soon, this is different, I don't understand what's going on here, am I tripping, we psych ourselves out. But in reality, no, I think that's when it's actually the realest thing. So all this, it happening too fast, no, because again, for me, I've been fortunate enough to see so many different people's lives, so many different couples, so many different singles. And when I look at all the couples that it took time with, I've never yet seen one that had this amazing relationship over the long term. Yes, I've never seen it. I've seen two people trying to manage and tolerate being with each other. I've seen people stay together because of kids. I've seen all these different reasons why.
Harvey, we got him!
She hiding from the coppers.
I promise I'll pay! Please, let me go!
Sometimes it is that connection where it's like it's them doing thoughts really they said then it would be like the one that's what I heard when they
Oi!
I promise I'll
Get
pay!
your hands off me!
Please, let me go!
Who are you? You ain't some Bobby, right?
Hush now. No need for a fuss. I said quiet.
There's nothing...
I promise I'll pay! Please, let me go!
Not you again!
We're going to take a walk, you and I.
Not you again!
Now, Mr. Hughes, it's not the time to play hide and seek.
I promise I'll pay. Please, let me go. I promise I'll pay. Please, let me go. Hey!
So you have it very good in this connection. Sure, if we look back at your situation over that process, you got
I promise I'll pay. Please, let me go.
deeper you went, the more you went.
Oh, what the blazes was that?
Showing you anything different comes out of alignment. So you I think that the women or even the
I
men
promise I'll pay. Please, let me go.
they stayed on surface. But they did actually. They saw the red flag. They saw the they can rid themselves. We gotta go back. They don't want
I promise I'll
because
pay.
they don't let go.
Please, let me go.
Someone's been.
I have some work for you.
Fucking bitch.
What's that then?
Come on! Come on! Yeah! Move it! Yeah! Come on! There you go. Whoa!
Thank you so much.
If she's willing to do the work and you're willing to do the work, there will be an opportunity later to possibly make this thing work. Outside of that, you have to accept it for what it is. So I think that a lot of people are dwelling in the fantasy and not the reality, and that's how they miss the mark. At the beginning of the connection.
You could just keep talking to. What I love about it, we're always very honest with each other. We're always very transparent. I think we both have such big hearts where we really do want to help couples, men and women. And so having these transparent, honest conversations of like, there's no judgment here. Let's actually just lay everything out and talk about how we navigate these things. It's always so beautiful, and I always feel like I've grown just having these conversations. Also feel the same. Where can they find you and just all the amazing content you're putting out?
All social medias at Stephon Speaks. Definitely go to my YouTube at Stephon Speaks. And that's next to my website as well.
Amazing. If you feel like there's more you value, drop in the comments. What was the biggest nugget of gold that really hit you really hard? We want to hear from you. If it's something you have learned, honestly, if this episode did bring you value, please do link up.
The girls on seeing me exclaim.
The Farm Speaks is here, giving us nuggets of gold. Until next time, guys, be the hero of your own.
My numerology subscription just came in the mail and I love it.
AKA Stephon Speaks. I talk about dating, relationship advice video. As well, be sure to like this video, share the video, subscribe to this channel, this time and energy, it becomes a struggle too, right? And the time to have let go, they have been top. Right? But I understand it's not only that simple. It's easier said than done. I want you to have clarity to let you know it is time for you. You can remain guilt-free, not second guessing. If you assume that you should have tried to help you understand you're moving in the right direction in regard to way and so number one reason or number one sign that it's time to let go is when a relationship consistently drains you, it's the energy. Here's the reality. Relationships are not supposed to be stressful, energy draining, depleting situations. Right? They're supposed to be a dynamic that brings two people together that creates a stronger unit that pours and positivity into each other, that supports each other, that allows us to balance and take life better because we have that person that we can lean on by our side. And so when you are in a relationship, it's constantly training and taking from you and depleting you. And it's time to let go. Now, granted, again, I don't want you to just say, well, the minute I feel this way, let me walk away. No, we'll get into how you should approach it. But the reality is that first it's not what's going on. If it is, why haven't you still been there? If it is, why is it even happening? Are the issues correctable? Or is it just a symptom of you being the wrong individual? You got to see when this is a red flag in your relationship. And if it is, then this is a huge sign it's time to let go. But again, what we do always is address it. We see if we can make adjustments and changes. We see if this draining, this stress, this unhealthiness is due to miscommunication, is due to simply not being on the same page. Sometimes something could have easily fixed the problem. And a lot of people don't properly communicate with their partner and attempt to get to the root of the matter. All right? A lot of people are expecting
I don't have time to deal with street rats. String them up.
But again, if it cannot be after you see maybe it's the fear of being receptive to it. Maybe it's in the past this conversation hasn't gone well. And I completely understand that, but you cannot allow that to be a scapegoat as to why you're not going to now talk about these things. We're not going to talk about it. We continue to have a relationship. If we can't talk to each other, we shouldn't be together. Plain and simple. So you've got to be able to get it out. Now, if verbal communication has not worked, and that's very common, that's very typical, then I suggest doing it via a letter. It can be very hard to have healthy, productive conversation verbally because people can get defensive, people deflect. Sometimes you don't realize your tone and the area that you're bringing to that conversation, so they're feeling attacked, and they will get into defense mode. Therefore, the conversation goes nowhere. You guys see no progress. By putting it in here, you now make sure your tone is appropriate, and you can make sure you get everything off your chest, and now they will have an opportunity to truly process what's being said, not listen and read to respond, but read to understand first, and then they can respond. This increases the chances of productive communication. It increases the chance of you two being able to get on the same page and fully addressing things. And it also increases the chance of this person is
You're wasting your time!
Let's see how long you're in his arm.
Even worse, they're not even trying to make it work. Like, it's one thing if you have a conversation and someone says, okay, I hear you now, I'm going to try. And then over time you're noticing nothing's getting better, nothing's improving, and we have to come to the unfortunate conclusion that we have to let this go. And for some of you, you bring it to their attention, you're clearly communicating, and all they're doing is dismissing it. All they're doing is making excuses. They're not even willing to the issue. If they're not willing, then what kind of relationship can we have? It's dead at that point. It's going nowhere. So at that point, if we attempt to continue to stay in this relationship, we are enabling their bad behavior. We are saying to them that your unwillingness is acceptable. But it's not. You're not happy. It's only going to make things worse. And you're never going to see anything change because they see no consequence to their actions.
She's tougher than she looks.
So once you recognize that they're not even willing to work with you, that is indeed a sign it is time to let go. Number 3, when you come to the realization that you're not happy. Now listen, that might be a tough one for some of y'all. And notice I say when you come to this realization, not when you think you've fallen out of love, because a lot of times people say, well, I fell out of love.
I could be sat by a roaring fire having a nap.
And again, I know it's hard for us to accept because we confuse love with so many different things. We think that we were truly in love. We were attached. We had an unhealthy attachment to this individual. And sometimes we're so caught up in the hype, in the fantasy of who we think they are, who we want to believe they are, that we ignore the reality of who they truly are. And when the smoke finally clears, and we finally accept that reality, we realize we're not feeling it like that.
Intruder! She's over there!
And the reality is you were holding on to the image you had in your head, not the reality they presented to you. But once you come to that realization,
I will be back.
it's time to go. And the reason why is because once you have come to realize that you are not in love with this person, your ability to pour into them the way they need is pretty much gone. And then their ability to do the same for you is pretty much out there. And so now, what kind of relationship are we going to have if we don't feel there is love between us? We're not going to be able to truly make this work. We can attempt to be robotic and say, okay, we're just going to stick together and just go with the motion. What kind of relationship is that? It is very unhealthy, unfulfilling, and it has huge ramifications. Now, granted, I know for some of you might be thinking, well, we got kids, and I get it. Kids make things much more difficult. But I tell you right now, the idea that we stay together for the kids is misguided because
Don't fret, children.
what hurts the kids more than anything is an unhealthy household. So many people who are adults right now were once children.
Fucker just makes me laugh, but he's a fucking show. Let's go. Give me the belt. Just give it to me. Hand it to me.
Growing up in toxic households. Yes. If it's going to be toxic, if it's going to be unhappy, if it's going to give it a negative example in relationships and love, then it's going to do more damage to the children. Now, again, this is a very sensitive topic, and I know it won't be easy for everyone to understand and grasp this, but I'm telling you right now, as someone who has sat down with tons of people, because remember, I am an actual coach. I sit down, I counsel tons of people, I counsel tons of children or younger kids, and I'm telling you what I have seen firsthand, and I'm willing to bet anyone if you sat down and spoke to a therapist, counselor, the damaging impact is the unhealthy, negative household. Less than the actual separation. And more so than anything, what's really causing damage outside of the unhealthy household dynamic from the separation itself is the confusion of it. The kids are like, yo, so many of y'all told us you love each other, and now you're saying you're getting a divorce. Now, I try to leave divorce out of this, but it came out, so let's talk about it real quick.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
It's time to let things get a little more, and I have a more specific answer for those who are going through marriage. Whether it's divorce, whether it's long-term committed relationship and you're living together with your kids, whatever it is, it's the confusion, the separation that does the most damage because you've been, unfortunately, lying to them. You've been making them think everything was okay. And now they think
Nigel was drinking with a gang last night. They ran up against some Templars and killed one. But Nigel was too sozzled to get away. Knew the constables have him up for murder.
Ned. Here, all over here. Look. I can't fast travel. No? Weird.
Come on, who said the wicked? Let's go again! Yes!
Thank you, darling. You're always such the perfect gentleman.
Someone to feed my child?
Should I be concerned with what's happening over there?
I didn't say I was going to. I said I was thinking about it.
Wag. Spare a penny. Just one small penny. Never mind. No.
What's he supposed to do with them?
Can't we have 5 minutes of peace? Can this be a lesson, can I?
Wait.
Come on, bloody Pegasus.
Sit down. Food.
How are you? Roll there. That's it. Come on. Come on! Faster! Come on! I need your skills. Calmly.
Street's full of lunatics these days.
No, talk to me. No, I'm serious. What is it? What's right?
And now to hear and understand that this is determining that maybe you guys got together too soon, that maybe you guys weren't truly best with them. Whatever it is, it may be a hard pill to swallow for them, but now they can process things in a way that allows them to still have healthy relationships going forward, and for them to not internalize the issue. Because if I'm confused as a child, while you two are separated, then I may start to think, is it me? Because you're not giving me the reality of it. So now I start looking for answers. I start internalizing the situation, and now the damage starts to become somehow maybe a best for this individual, this child. But ultimately, listen, the goal is healthy household. And so if it's not going to be a healthy household, we can't talk to each other, we're not correcting the issue, then no point in continuing. So when we come to the realization that we are not in love with each other, as one has come to the realization that they are not in love and they were never really in love. That's the other thing. It's unfortunate, it's a sad situation, but it's what happens in so many cases. And you gotta accept, unless you really can tell me you think you can be all they need to be despite realizing you're not in love with them, then there's no reason to continue. But again, even if you lie to yourself, and I don't say that disrespectfully, honestly, because if you try to convince yourself that you can do it, you are lying to yourself. You might keep it up for a little while, but at some point, it's gonna fall. So when you're not in love, there's no connection there, the ability to pour into them is just not gonna be sustainable. Number 4, and this is the big one to me, right? And this is more specifically, yeah, it's time to believe. Now listen, if you're not a believer, then of course this is gonna apply to you. So let me see if we